and welcome back to the late night gag. So you guys, this is just something that crossed my mind. Y'all all know February is considered Black History Month.
Right.
Okay.
And it's coming up in the next day or so. So what if Black History Month has been that our month dedicated to us to really honor those who has paved and made ways for us as young individuals in this community and in the society that's today. Do y'all have a person that y'all look up to, an advocate who was in the back in those days who just did something for you all that just touched y'all, who y'all carry with y'all on a daily basis, or who has helped y'all to become the professionals that y'all are today?
I actually admire Rosa Parks.
Why do you admire Rosa Parks?
I admire Rosa Parks because she was very outspoken and she sat on that bus and she should not be moved. She did not move off that bus. She sat in that seat.
Right.
And she stood up for what she knew was right. And she didn't take it from anybody. She knew what was. She knew how she felt about herself, and she knew that if her voice or her persona was not spoken, then it would not have been changed.
Okay. All right, for Rosa.
Rosa.
My love.
Well, I admire Dr. Martin Luther King, being that he is a civil rights leader for this industry. And Martin Luther King had a dream, and that dream for one day that we will all come together and we'll reunite with one another, bringing together the young and the old with peace and love and respect.
What about you, Sapphire?
Do we have to do something that's big or?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, just somebody.
I would say y'all finna laugh, but I'm serious. RuPaul, because I feel.
That's so funny.
Let me tell you, I
Come
just
on.
knew you were about to say Oprah.
I knew you thought I was gonna say.
I just knew you was gonna say
And
Oprah.
it's so funny because like just
Yeah,
how we was
yeah.
talking, I kind of like started to snicker because RuPaul's Drag Race made a first woman win. Yeah, RuPaul, because he did a lot for black gay people. Like that was really the first known recognized black drag queen. And just as far as drag history and as far as gay history, he's done a lot. Now he's very mentoring. He speaks out. He helps people that are coming up. He mentored Lawrence. He mentored the girls that are on Drag Race. I just feel like he does a lot for our community, and he's a positive role model. So I admire him in Black history because he is a part of Black history.
I agree. What about you, Richard? Scenario?
Well, I have two that I really admire and look up to, and they're two women. I would have to say Harriet Tubman and Sojourner Truth, who are both slaves, and they did the Underground Railroad. Honestly, they came together as two black women who struggled and who wanted freedom, and they fought for what they wanted, and they made a way. They paved a railroad track to get to freedom. They walked across waters and rivers and could kill themselves to be free. And I just feel that I've done so much in my life to keep myself going and paving something for myself in my life that I'm not gonna let anything get in my way or stop me. And those two women did that. They wouldn't let anything stop them. If it was thunder and storming, hell and sleeting outside, they will walk until they will march till they got to where they need to be. And that's what I'm doing. I'm taking those steps to get where I need to be. And so that's why I look up to those ladies. And it's not just them, because a lot of our Martin Luther King, Rosa Parks, RuPaul, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, George Washington Carver, they all paved ways for us. And so, but those are two women that are in the black that I really admire because they didn't let anything get in their way. Not
And we have
nothing
to.
get in their way.
We also, because thank God, this saved our ethnic people. We have to thank Madam C.J. Walker for inventing that perm. Because maybe if she wouldn't have did that.
And another man who is he's a really advocate to the black community, even though he's not a black man, but he did a lot for us with Abraham Lincoln. As the president, he freed the slaves, so he was a big person to us as African Americans, as black people come together. He had a voice, and he listened to what we had to say.
So, who in today's society that is living in the present do y'all admire that has helped in the past for us as African Americans to progress with our lives and be, I want to say, more endured with our society?
That's a hard one for me.
It's not for me. Oprah Winfrey, of course, because like I said, God is really using her, and she inspired others to read, and that is just I think that led when you read, you kill ignorance. You
Mm-hmm.
become more open minded. You realize that you a person. This is a person, whether he's black, white, gay, or straight. He's still a person,
Knowledge is
and
power.
I'm gonna judge him based upon his actions, not based upon the context.
His persona.
Right.
Right. So I would say Oprah and yeah, Oprah.
What about you?
I would have to say a man that I really admire he's in the music industry. I would have to say Wyclef Jean. He's in Haiti right now, and he's been there since they had their earthquake or whatever that really destroyed them. And he's dedicated a lot of his time to those people. That's where he's from originally, and so I look up to him for just taking the time out from his career to just get back to his community and be there with those people, not letting them know that they're not alone. Because some people who became famous and left their hometowns wouldn't go back to something like that to help them. I just believe that he's being a great advocate to his community where he's from, to go back to his roots and just stay there
What
with them
about
and
you,
help them
Milo?
out.
I'm going to say the same thing Sapphire said. I'm going to say Oprah Winfrey as well.
And I also want to add to that, not take away from you, but a New Orleans native, Lil Wayne, because he
Right.
does a lot for his community, and he's brought a lot of people to an open mindedness about the whole hip hop industry. I
Right.
realized the other day, and I'm not saying that it has not been going on, but with I realized just that white people listen to him, black people listen to him, Arabian people listen to him. Like
Mm-hmm.
this Asian guy was sitting here, and he was like, it didn't even look like he was even trying to be. You know how we can tell if somebody has a little
He's a very diverse artist.
Right.
Right.
Because
He's
he's
shown
very
a lot
diverse.
of progress over the years.
Because
Right.
he used
And
to, when he
became a
first
student
started,
in
he
his
was
craft.
they never looked at, he was on the back burner when he first started.
Right.
So
Right.
he came a long way because he's worked with
Yeah.
Bon Jovi, and he just made his music diverse. For it won't be just for our kind to like it, and that's why people look to him. Because he's made his music diverse. What about yourself, Titan? Who do you?
Actually, I admire John Legend.
Oh yeah, he's really
John
good.
Legend also gives back to his community as well, and he also donates profit fundings for people in Africa as well as other
I know
regions as well.
him and Oprah had got together and made a school in Africa for the little
Right.
girls and
Mhm.
the
I
boys.
remember that.
I remember that.
So how do
Alicia
you?
Keys as well.
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
a part of it.
She's very.
Congrats on
interested
a new
that.
baby.
You know who we forgot, you guys? Maya Angelou.
Oh, we cannot. Well, that's a whole. Oh, because it's a whole bunch of people that we could really
Yeah.
say.
Right.
So
Maya Angelou, Oprah, Tyler Perry,
Denzel Washington.
Aretha Franklin, Denzel Washington. We have so many actors that starred. Monique,
people behind the
Monique.
scenes, like what's the lady, Kathy Hughes.
Kathy
and,
Hughes.
Whoopi
Whoopi Goldberg is the
Whoopi
great
Goldberg,
advocate. Even though
yeah.
she's crazy as hell, she's gonna see what's on her mind.
But with Whippy,
But she's gonna be
you
real
can relate
honest.
to her.
You can relate to
It's
her
just
'cause
who she is.
She's really who she is. That's just, and you can see who she really is on The View, and in her movies, she's herself. She's really herself.
So coming into my spirituality, because I told y'all this year, I've really, I'm really becoming a different person.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off. What about Leisure Ward?
Who?
Leisure Ward.
I'm not familiar who that is. to be
Well,
honest
she's
with
the
you.
founder of Target.
All right, Leisure
Like,
Ward.
for real.
Oh my.
She black. She African American.
Thank you so.
Was she on the awards tonight? Was she on the awards
She
tonight?
was.
Thank
What
you
she had
so.
on? That blue dress? No, that wasn't her, was it?
No. I know we saw her. Girl.
Yeah, that's what we got.
Celebration of Gospel came on tonight too.
Yeah.
Right. She
Yeah.
was on there.
What did Whitney
Not
do?
the-
She did.
When it did.
She did
When it
real
did.
good.
She's
Great.
back to old Whitney.
She
did
almost
that.
there.
It's not quite. And I will always love you.
No, she hit when she got this. She got she did.
But she better than when she
First,
no,
yeah.
okay.
Well, her first live performance, that was on the Today Show. That was her very first live performance that she did open her new album.
Mhm.
But she had really got to. Wait, is Whitney Houston pregnant?
No, actually, they clarified. They said no, Whitney just gaining her weight back.
Okay, because baby, she
But
had
she's like in
she had a
almost 50.
she had a little
close to that,
pudge,
right?
girl.
And
It was
she just
it was real round, girl. Her little dress was form fitting, girl. So she had a
No,
little
they
pudge
just said
there.
that Whitney's gaining. She's gaining her weight back.
I about to say, I know Whitney out there having sex with nobody.
No, she's
She
not.
probably
Well,
is.
if she is. She is.
That's
but
her
she's-
business.
She's
I'm
not.
just saying.
She's not with child.
She ain't hold no
Kim
kid no baby.
Zolciak is though. Can y'all believe that?
Woo! The ring don't mean a thing.
Oh, whoa,
We are talking
Whoa,
about,
whoa,
I
whoa.
don't mean to be rude. We're about Black History. I do apologize, Kim, but you're not a part of our Black History right now, love. I wish you the best with you and your child. You do tune into our show. But back to the recording live. Um,
Yes,
Well, what do you all? How do you all feel about? I was on that spiritual journey that I'm on. How do you all feel about giving now? Because I now look at giving in a totally different way than I have never before. So how do you all feel about giving and giving back to the community, not just with money and with things, but with your time? And how do you all feel about giving?
well, here in Baton Rouge, it's really not that much to do if you don't go out there and look for. I know they have a few non-profit organizations who does do. I have a friend who does work with the community and do community work and things like that. But it's really rare that you can just feel, oh, can I volunteer my time and be my services that they'll accept you because you have to be a student, you have to have certain credentials or do this. But I have did some things with my church. I know a lot of churches have do community service projects, and with the group I worked with previously, we did different things around the community, like have let the kids go around and pick up trash and different stuff.
I personally
So
don't intake in those activities, but as far as giving my voice to up and coming newcomers, I do give advice.
Okay. You?
Yeah, I would give advice to the newcomer people as well. And like Sonoria said, you can also find organizations as such as, we have one in New Orleans that's Brotherhood Incorporated that help reach out to young individuals, teaching them about safe sex and things like that. And
HIV and AIDS awareness.
right,
Well, I give. I've learned to be more of a giver, and I realize that giving is not just about money because I used to think that it
Mm-hmm.
was, but I've learned that just spending time or um, giving attention or helping or just little things like that just mean all the world. And what I've learned in my on my spiritual journey is that when you give something, it comes back to you.
Mm-hmm.
When you give away things, you don't stress about it and don't think that, oh my goodness, why do I have to give this person my last? Because what you give away to one person, God will bring back to you in 3 times that amount,
right,
and it may not necessarily be with just money. Sometimes just the peace,
Right.
of your life.
right.
Is,
Because
is
that just happened to us. Speaking of you saying you would give people your last, that just happened to us on my way from the photo shoot. Right before they dropped me off by my mother's house, this guy, he was standing at the end of the bridge and he comes up to the car. He startled us. He knocks on the window. I look at him. The driver looks at me. I double back at the passenger. So I rolled out. I said, "Oh, let's roll down the window. This could be our blessing. Let's help them out. Because you never know, that can be me or you." And he was very rude to the people, saying they need to get a job and they work hard for their money. I'm like, it's only 100 pennies. I'm like, come on, you can't give this person 20 nickels. Okay, okay. I mean, come
Yes,
on,
indeed.
dog. So I reach out my pocket and give him a $5 bill.
All right, that was
all
very
right.
generous of you, my love.
That
God's
was
gonna bless
fun.
you. I know He
It
will.
is.
So
Well, guys, we're glad that you tuned in to us tonight, and we really want to just let you know that really look into your Black history and learn about your Black African American past paves the way for you out there, and just take the time just to learn things, read things, and don't be afraid to learn about your own ancestors. It's easy to Google someone that you might know, or you think it's in your family, or Google somebody who's just on your mind. Just learn your Black history. February is Black History Month. All 28 days of it. Now don't go out there, oh, it's Black History Month, I got to do what I want. No, it's not like that. It's just the month that they honor us, of the people who, civil rights movement, the Underground Railroad, just those different things that's history to us. And so take the time out to learn your Black history. We're here live at the Late Night Gag. We hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next week on the Late Night Gag.